All right, I got a real treat for you today. I headed out to the Palm Springs area to go visit Daniel from Paradise Gardens, and he's got a food forest out there. And I just thought it'd be really cool to share with you guys what you can do in one of the harshest environments on the planet. All right, we're here in Cathedral City here with Daniel, who has a pretty cool food forest. He's out here in the middle of the desert, which is just, I mean, awesome that he can grow a food forest in the most hostile environment. And we're gonna get to tour this today.
Heck
How
yeah.
you doing?
Pretty good, brother. You?
Good, really good.
Cool, man. Glad you could be out here today.
All right.
Yeah. So we call it Cat City, but so when you're local, you go, oh, Cat City. So if you don't know where it's at, if you know where Palm Springs is, it's the less known city. If you're facing south, to the left, and if you're facing north, to the right. So we're right in between everywhere. It's everybody knows Palm Springs, everybody knows Indio, Coachella. Usually don't know Cat City, but we're here. So I started this project years ago. I saw a guy named Jake Mace in Arizona doing food forest, and John Kohler. And I was like, well, wait a second. Phoenix is like, it's a little bit not, it doesn't get quite as hot as we do. Very similar though, but within a few degrees. And they get a little bit colder in the winter. So I was like, if those guys can do it there, I know I can do this here. So I just kept, I just started doing stuff before I really even knew what I was doing, just watching videos and buying trees. And I started planting stuff before I even had irrigation in. That wasn't smart. As soon as we finally put irrigation in, after like the second year, everything just took off. And it was a lot easier because we were hand watering. I was hand watering sometimes before work every morning, sometimes after I got off work. My wife would be, watering too, and it wasn't enough. It wasn't consistent. Plants like consistency, and so and here we've never used any synthetic fertilizers. I don't use synthetic fertilizers, pesticides, herbicides, fungicides, miticides, anything like that. It's all organic. So, and I hold to that as I just hold to it. So I don't
Very
break.
cool. That's awesome. Man, I'm excited about this. Let's do it.
So the front, I wanted it to be, because I did consider doing food in the front. There's two reasons why I did. One, I was a nurseryman for years, so I love specimen plants. This is a lot of varieties of aloes, euphorbias, there's an attenuata, yuccas. So there's stuff that you usually won't see in most people's yards. And honestly, when we moved about a year ago, I actually took a lot of stuff. So there was more, and I was like, oh, you're coming with me. So there was definitely there was a lot of stuff that we ended up taking, but there's still a lot of specimen varieties here that are doing really well. So, and aloe Hercules, tree aloe, you can look those up. You'll see they'll get ginormous, they'll get multi heads, and they're absolutely gorgeous. They're doing super well. These get blasted with sun in the summertime. They will get a little bit of burn, and then they flush out with new growth, and it goes away.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah. So,
so cool.
But yeah, come on in, man. Let's come check it out. The other reason why I wanted not food in the front though too, I started most of this during COVID. So my thought was, if people are looking for food, they're driving around, they're going to see you got a bunch of fruit in your front yard. You might be a target. So I was like, all right, I'm going to do desert scape in the front with specimen plants. So you're going to drive up and be like, oh, that guy just likes cool stuff, whatever. They would never know that unless they know that I've got a food forest in the back, or AKA the food jungle.
Very cool. Yeah, I know about the target stuff. I got that food forest in my front yard, heavy.
Yeah,
it's all food, and Yeah.
It is what it is, brother, you know? So this is where it starts. There's about 100 fruit trees in the ground. This is in here. There's a lot of citrus. There's a pomegranate right here. There is some stone fruit, some guavas, and it goes all the way back to the back corner. Now, I also like to mix in medicinal trees that you can use for other things. So this is a vitex plant.
Guava
Right here, guava right there. And then there's citrus that line this back. There's a mango in there in the back. There's a ginormous mulberry in the corner. And then there's other stuff just scattered in here. Like if you were to walk in here, you definitely, like when you walk in there, you're like, oh my gosh.
This is more lush than I even imagined it. Now, what did you say this is right
This
here?
is a vitex.
Wow.
So the botanical name, it's escaping me right now because we have a couple different vitexes on the property. But this is, from my understanding, it's used for a few different medicinal purposes. Most plants have more than one purpose, right? We just think like, oh, it does this or it does that. But most plants, you can usually use the leaves. You can obviously eat the fruit. There's a lot of different plants that are just multi-use, and we just think of them as one thing. But when you really dig into it, you'll find that most plants have usually more than one use.
Wow. This is really, I mean, this is so lush, you know?
Yeah. I don't know if you know Jeremiah Babe.
No.
He's pretty big on YouTube. He came and filmed a video here, and it was like in July, and he had to stick he's got I use the GoPro, but he has something else. I don't know what it's called, smaller. And he had to go stick it in my freezer on the patio. It overheated that gnarly. So, but yeah, no. So yeah, this is the other part of the food forest. There's quite a bit. It extends quite significantly.
Man, all the way up to the power lines. This is just amazing. I never pictured it being this lush, you know, from what I had seen from your videos. It's been a while.
You know, and I've seen other videos, and I'm sure sometimes they don't do places justice, and maybe it's because the equipment that I use or the angles. Who knows? I don't know. I do feel like my videos don't do this place justice. It's when you finally get here, you know. And sometimes I've had people come, and I feel like their reaction is underwhelming, but I kind of wonder if it's just so overwhelming that like their sensory overload, right? You just don't know where to even start, because most people, this is too much, right? They want, you know, especially some of the places I work, I want one of these and one of these and 3 of these and 5 of these. And this is like, oh my gosh, like this, I could see why some people would get anxiety, you know. For me, I love this. I want this. I want a jungle.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
Everybody talks food forest, and food forest, obviously. I like coining the phrase food jungle.
Yeah.
Because I want it as wild as it can be. And so we're in Cat City, so we're in the Cat City food jungle.
Yeah. Yeah, I got frustrated watching videos where people were saying, look at my food forest, and it looked like a bunch of knee-high weeds. It was more and all they talked about was pollinators, and I kept saying, where's the food? Where's the fruit? I mean, food for bees. But
sure. And don't get me wrong, like that's, you know,
yeah, you gotta have
we have stuff like this. We have, you know, this is a vitex. The other part of the name, I can't remember right now. We do. Oh, what's in there? Oh no, it's just a falling bud.
Beautiful.
But yeah. So yeah, here, come up. It's safe. The stairs are good. And then, so this is Himalayan mulberry. It's kind of looks like the Pakistani. It's a little thinner, but longer. In my opinion, it has a better taste, flavor profile. I really do like it. It's one of my favorites. And this tree, you know, this thing gives so much fruit. It's not that big of a tree, but this thing just gives and gives and gives and gives, and I love it. It's amazing.
Is it like when you prune it, will it, you know, start the process all over again like an ever-bearing mulberry?
I've heard that with mulberries. I'm always hesitant this time of year to prune stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Just right, because, you know, right around the corner, we're going to be 110, 115, maybe even 120. I think you were asking me earlier, The hottest I've ever seen it here is 128. You know, you'll wake up in the summer sometimes and it's 95 degrees at, 5, 6 a.m. in the morning. And you go, we're going to have fun today. So,
yeah, I don't know if you're familiar with the natural farmer
mm-mm.
guy. He's a guy, he spent his life doing food forests all over the world. Yeah, and he has a saying like the time to prune is when precipitation exceeds evaporation. And I think you really have to pay attention to that out here.
Yeah, yeah. Well, here, come on in, man. So we also have a lot of edible perennials. So Moringa, this is the Indian variety of Moringa. We grow a few different varieties. Chaya, this was an Aztec staple. Yeah.
Eat some of that.
There you go.
Actually eat this every day.
Chow down, brother.
Every day, yeah.
And then neem. So your neem oil, yeah, this stuff's a little harsh. I would say it's the sweetest leaf you could ever have, but I'd be lying to you. So
I'm gonna try to eat that too. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's bitter.
It kills cancer cells. So, it's a good plant. And it looks, I thought I saw some flowers. So yeah, right here. So this will have seed pods, and these things, like, you can plant them, they'll pop up and you can have a whole new tree. I planted these they were 1 gallon plants 3 years ago. And
Wow.
you can see how big it is already.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Mm-hmm. And it broke. This guy is, so I probably should prune seal that, but it is what it is.
Yeah, that wind, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, and then too, like, I let things get bigger and more full. And sometimes though that bites me in the butt, because when it's super heavy and then we do get those gnarly winds, stuff will snap. Case in point right here. Case in point, this big Palo Verde.
Wow.
Yeah, not the Desert Museum, so it has spinas. And yeah, but so, it happens. It's my fault. Oops.
And then nopales is
Yeah, nopales. This isn't, so at our new place we've been working with the Carbon Cactus Foundation for almost a year, taking care of 2,500 babies from what is it? They were tissue culture. Mm-hmm. And so they are really trying to push this plant, not the specific variety. I don't know the name of this one. The one they're doing is called Sabrana. So it's a hybridized opuntia. It's a bigger, sweeter fruit, and it's supposed to be more sun tolerant. So when originally my buddy gave me some of these, I just planted them throughout just to see how they would do in deep shade, because they're supposed to be meant for out in the full sun. But I just kind of wanted to see what they do, and so, but it's I wouldn't say it's doing amazing, but it's doing well.
Awesome. So and here we got bananas in the middle of the desert. And what did you say? How hot does it get? The hottest?
Hottest I've ever experienced in this valley is 128.
Yeah, it's just absolutely insane. And I mean, it gets to what on a regular year?
I mean, like, so last summer was mild. Now, when somebody says that, and people that they're like, wow, that's 115 is not mild, but 115 compared to 125, like we had a warm winter. Typically when we have a warm winter, it equates to a milder summer. So we had a warm winter again this year. So what I mean by that though is it's not going to be 120 continuously. That's when you've had a super hot summer. Like it'll be 3 years ago this summer. It was from the last week of June till the first week of August, it was 115 every day for 6+ weeks. That was like, ugh,
And you got a banana out here just loving it.
So my buddy's place in Palm Springs, he actually has fruit on his right now. Yeah. And so, yeah, I've gotten one successful crop. And I mean, part of that's just, still dialing things in.
They like a ton of water.
Yeah. Yeah. And then mango, obviously.
Yeah. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Mango in the understory.
Yeah. They have to be. They just burn. they don't like our full sun unless you're doing some stuff like Debbie out in Wong Farms. They spray it, and so it has like a white, almost like a protective layer.
Oh, like the clay stuff?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
Yep, I couldn't think of it.
Yeah, look at those beautiful mulberries.
This one's my wife's favorite. It's a North American. I got it from Tom, my buddy in Orange County, in Huntington Beach, and this thing is just nuts. Like,
wow, beautiful. Yeah, it's like 18, 20 feet over my head, and we're just buried in this beautiful jungle, and the temperature drops probably 15 degrees when you step inside of here. So cool.
you feel it.
Yeah.
When you're out here working and it's 115, 120, you definitely feel the difference in here. And so it's nice. It's a nice reprieve. The sun can't beat you up, and yeah, you feel like you're in your own little world. So
Another mango there.
another mango. So I couldn't tell you what variety. Tom warned me years ago, you need to make sure that you're cataloging and tagging because you'll forget.
Oh yeah.
And I didn't listen. So there's some stuff I have no idea till it fruits.
Yeah, I got that issue, and then even after it fruits. But hey, you get that at the nursery too. I buy pink guavas, and they're white. And you go, "What's this thing?"
Yeah, it happens. So
Yeah.
it's not the end of the world. And then Inga. I got to cut this guy back. I thought it was dead. So, and it's funny because guys will tell you in certain places, "Oh yeah, that'll take full sun," and then I put it in our full sun, and they go, "It doesn't take our full sun."
Yeah.
So trial and error.
Your full sun, my full sun.
Two totally different things.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. I mean, this is it's just full.
You're on the surface of the sun, full sun.
Yeah, this is one of the harshest deserts on the planet.
The world. Yeah. I mean, what you had said about your hottest temperature you remember out here is pretty close to the hottest it's ever been on the planet. I think it's like maybe 130 or something.
Probably Death Valley.
Yeah.
I think Death Valley is the hottest desert on the planet, or at least in the northern hemisphere. Yeah. There's some like in Iraq and over there that it's very super comparable. But yeah, this is from my understanding, this is one of the top 5 hottest deserts on the planet, especially the Coachella Valley itself, because we're encompassed by mountains. So how I've had it explained to me is essentially when you come in that corridor, you got the San Jacinto, you got the San Gorgonio Pass, right? And that just encompasses all the way out to the Salton Sea just about. So the heat, and we are slightly above sea level, but we sit a little lower because when you're coming down the 10 on that grade, you're coming down. So we sit a little lower. I don't even know how that all works. I'm not a meteorologist or anything like that. So, but it keeps the heat in. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah.
So, and it's hot. But like you can see this citrus, right? This guy's not super happy. So it used to be lush and full, and obviously I need to cut the dead wood off. All right, like there's some stuff in here I just have not had the time to give it the right TLC that it needs. But this is citrus. Like citrus, they will do good in full sun, but they can get sunburn. And then usually what happens is the homeowners want you to turn the water up. And then what that triggers is a year from there is what's called phytophthora or gumosis. You'll get random branch die off, and then you'll get ember colored sap secreting from the nodes, and then it just starts declining further and further.
Oh man, that's good to know. So that gumosis comes from too much water? So
it's bacteria that gets triggered in the soil. The tree then uptakes it. So you'll have like a relatively healthy tree, but then you'll have a branch that just suddenly dies. And you're like, I don't know. So then usually most homeowners, landscaper or gardener, and then they'll go, well, we need some more water. That usually compounds the issue and makes it even worse.
I have one that's leaking sap everywhere, one of them. So the thing to do is to just back off on the water on that.
That, but also too, so this is what I do for clients. Once again, I don't use pesticides, herbicides, fungicides, miticides, or synthetic fertilizers. This is my go-to, right? I'm gonna give away my trade secret, but I'm not a gatekeeper. So neem oil and Castillo soap. because they're both antibacterial and antifungal. I do a soil drench. The tree will then uptake it. So I don't have any scientific proof that this works, but I've done it on trees here that had gumosis, and I have not seen the signs of it.
Wow.
So, and yeah, but that's what I do.
Wow.
It's all good. So before we had irrigation, I was like, I'm going to try to do this without irrigation. One, because I didn't have the money, and I just thought it was just going to be such a daunting task to put irrigation. In reality, when I used the Netafin, instead of having to do like traditional PVC and glue and all that, it was super easy. We did it in like a couple hours. But we put Oyas in. So they're actually all over different spots. And so we would fill those up and let the water leach down from the clay pot into our terracotta pot into the ground. They haven't been filled up in a long time, but they are. If you, you'll see them. Like, So, we did that for a long time too.
Wow.
And it worked for, well, kind of. But once we put irrigation in, that's when everything just went woof.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh, okay. Because I doubted myself. I was like, this is stupid. As soon as we put irrigation in, plants like consistency, right?
Yeah.
Just like a lot of us are creatures of habit. Plants like to get water around the same time. They like to get fed around the same time. It's a whole thing. When you're keeping consistency with a plant, then it can time its growth cycle. It can time its fruit cycle. And then you really start getting more productive plants and trees. So, well, yeah, I mean, like, look, man, this is...
Oh, yeah. That doesn't look like the desert.
Layers. Wow. And layers and layers.
Oh, yeah.
And layers. Yeah. 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 I mean,
yeah, beautiful stuff.
And then, you know, this is palm tree fronds that got chipped up, and then layer it with compost and just keep going, man. And eventually you get to a spot where you really don't need to feed them anymore.
Yeah, I don't.
So that's good. So this is the pit. You can kind of see the drop. And this place is gnarly.
Oh, yeah. Rich soil.
And then you can see roots.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like it's
Roots.
yeah. You know? So we talked about we got mangoes coming in. They look a little funk, but they're coming in nonetheless.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mangoes in the desert, baby.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. And they actually grow like the biggest mango farm in California, probably the U.S.
I think it's the biggest mango farm in the United States.
Yeah, in the United States is
Wong Farms.
Yep.
Hour away. Yeah. Yeah. And her mangoes are amazing.
Really?
My buddy had a restaurant down the street, and he used to get his mangoes from her. So I've tasted them at his restaurant, and they are absolutely. She goes, Keat and Valencia's Pride. That's what her dad found did the best in the desert. And she takes them to LA and gets an absurd amount of money for each one. But God bless her. So.
Yeah. Those Florida mangoes like $30 a piece.
Oh, man,
you go buy them online.
I love mangoes. You can get them shipped. I emailed what's his name, the doctor.
Oh yeah, Campbell.
Yeah, Richard Campbell.
Yeah. And
they're like, oh, sorry, we don't ship to California. I'm like, but I love that's one of my top 5 favorite fruits, mangoes. But I'll be honest, like you see all this, right?
I got a lot of orange sherbet right now.
Oh, dude, I want some. I've never really been successful with mangoes.
Oh, wow.
I don't know what it is about. I've had a few mangoes on the tree down below, and this tree, it tried to fruit last year, but then they just fell off. And so I was like, oh, I'll just, it just do its thing.
It looks really healthy.
It looks super happy. Yeah. Yeah. My neighbor, they have a tree, and honestly, I don't think they do anything to it. He butchered the crap out of it, and that thing still gives amazing fruit. So
Wow.
I don't know. It is what it is.
Yeah.
So moringa, we've talked about moringa because you have moringa at your house, right? This is African moringa.
Wow.
It's a bigger leaf. It does way better in the sun, probably because it's not trying to make seeds all the time like the Indian variety.
Yeah.
But it's a prettier tree. Oh, look at all the butterflies.
Yeah, way better looking. It looks like a landscape plant. It's just absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
Big leaves.
I cut this down to the stump
Uh-huh.
in the end of January. It grows super, 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 super fast.
Wow.
They call it the miracle tree. So you can eat the leaves, you can eat the flowers, you can eat the seed pods, you could eat the roots. The seed pods will purify water, has more vitamin C than oranges, has more vitamin D than milk, has all the essential amino acids, has protein. You could live off this if you had to. If you're talking apocalyptic situation, or just being healthier in general, this is the tree that you want. We put this in burritos, we put this in wraps, we put it in tacos, we put it in soups, smoothies, right?
Yeah.
To me, it smells like peanuts, and it's just, yeah, it's amazing, man. So
I need to get a cutting of that. It's just so beautiful. I'm going to put it right out in the front of my house, where people can see it. Yeah.
Yeah. Heck yeah, man.
Amazing.
Yeah. Oh man. One more chill. Let's see. Let's see if there's one that you can eat. They call it Mexican popcorn.
Way up there. Maybe you should hold the camera.
Oh yeah, here.
I think I can get this down. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So this is the Mexican popcorn, huh? Is that, you want the ones that are pink or the ones that
Well, the ones that have a little more color to them are probably a little more flavorful, but it's still it's opening up. That probably doesn't have much flavor, but it's still not bad.
Yeah. Tastes like popcorn.
Don't even worry about it.
Yeah. People tell me they watch it, they don't even see it.
Yeah. And then, there used to be more flowers in here too. This is a white salvia, beautiful, beautiful flower.
Yeah. The sweetening.
Yeah.
Like sugar.
Oh, that's stevia.
Oh yeah, salvia.
Yeah. But no, the hummies love it. Another edible perennial. This is a curry leaf. So not like the curry you have in like traditional Indian cuisine, but it's a good plant. And then the seed that it produces is kind of like a blueberry. It's delicious. Wow. And then here, no spines, no spinas for the most part. So that's where it was, that's also why it was hybridized too. So that way you don't kill yourself.
Oh, that's awesome. You don't end up with a cactus thorn in your throat.
Exactly. Oh, look at the leucophyllum.
Yeah. That is, they call it Texas sage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have that in my house. It's absolutely beautiful. But you might have the one with the darker flowers.
There's a few different varieties. There's green foliage with purple. Then there's a couple different silver varieties. I forget what that one is called, but I saw that, and I love plants with silver foliage. A lot of Australian plants usually have silver foliage. So yeah, Texas sage, leucophyllum.
That one's super medicinal, and it's my favorite tea in the whole world. I take it off when it's blossoming and make a tea out of it, and it's like I put a bunch of honey in it.
Nice.
It's really good.
Okay, I didn't know that. That's good to know. Heck yeah, man. And then, we just keep going. Like I said, I just, kept putting stuff in here. And I mean, none of this has really been maintained for about a year. I've just, I've been too busy, but it's, stuff's doing good.
Yeah.
We got jojoba. There's actually a jojoba pod right there.
That's the stuff
Nut.
They make like shampoo out of it.
Makeup. Yeah. Super slow growing. People have tried to do farms of it. These have been in the ground since COVID, and they haven't grown very much. Wow. So, but look, there's some nuts, jojoba nuts. There's a few of them actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
And what's that one up there? That's the
Facrea mcdouglii, and it's oh gosh, why can't I think of it right now? The name's escaping me. Very common though, very common to the desert Southwest. Look at the hummy up there in the flower. Yeah, it's hanging out. The name will come to me when we're walking somewhere else, and I'll go, yeah, it's this. Oh, what's up, dude? Oh, there's the hummy right there. It's going back.
all right.
You want to see if you can get it?
Yeah.
It was right here.
I can zoom editing with that other one that was amazing. I just like walked right up to it, and it's like it was a pet or something. Mine are not this dormant. No, mine are not near this dormant.
Day and night I linger on your holy word. In the quiet of my heart, I hear your voice like a bird. Whatever I do, Lord, you make it right anew. I keep my feet on your path, Lord, I trust in you.
Well, that was even better than last time. Plus, I zoomed in. So.
A lot of
You got some. You got lots of cherry tomatoes going on here. What variety is this?
I don't remember.
Probably maybe sun gold, huh?
They might be, yeah, because they're orange, yeah.
Oh man, those are good.
Yes, sir.
Oh man.
With the hummies, a lot of them have been born on the property. So they're super used to us, our voices, and that we do whatever we can to protect them. So they're not affected by us.
Wow.
And some of them have even been born. We had a chandelier on the patio. We see at dinner out there. And for the last like 5 years, there was a hummingbird nest there. But one year we were out there eating dinner, and there were the babies in there. And then we see them hop up on top of the nest, and then they fly off while we're eating dinner. It was the coolest thing ever.
Wow.
So yeah.
Very cool.
And then, so Tindori, another edible perennial. That's this one right here. It can be super invasive, but it's a great plant. We love it. It's like a cucumber, and there might be one somewhere.
That's not the one they call the Mexican cucumber, like a little round.
No, different.
No, all right.
Yeah, different. But at one time, this just had grapes and the Tindori and flame vine, and it was dark when you went in there.
Wow.
So I haven't kept up on it, but
well, moving it's a big deal.
Yeah. All right, now we'll come up to the secret garden. So this is another Vitex. This is Vitex purpurea. I love this tree. It's absolutely stunning. The purple, when it's in the winter, it'll get more purpley. As it warms up, it won't be as purpley. But absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous foliage with the tiny little purple flowers, and then still more food for the hummies.
Wow. Go.
So, you know what? We'll start on this side, and then I'll kind of show you. So, during the first day of lockdown, I went to my old work, and I got these trees, and I filled my van up full of stuff to bring, because I was like, all right, I'm gonna have all this food in here. I don't want people to be able to see it, and then it'll give us a windbreak. It'll give us some shade and privacy. So it's worked out really good. And it's layered. The only spot, right, he's probably like,
this is more the traditional no polish, right?
right, this is called Old Mexico. So this is the one that most people are familiar with. And then like Santa Rita. Actually, you know what? This one's Old Mexico. My apologies. That one, I don't remember the name. There, you know, here's the thing. This is what tripped me out when I first started doing this. Because in the store we get like one variety of one thing, but usually there's hundreds, if not thousands, of different varieties of the same species. And so that's also, you know, when you start realizing that, and you're like, oh, there's more than one. Oh, okay, that just blows your mind. And then there's this, you know, a mango that's from Asia. There's a mango that's from Latin America. There's, you know, and then that just blows your mind even more. And you just, you know, then people get hybridized, and it's just, it gets crazy. So, but yeah, here's another Mexican popcorn. And then I planted eucalyptus, and then Acacia neura, more Vitex purpurea, more jojoba. I still can't think of this or what it's called, but look at all the bees.
Wow.
So this is, most people know this, and so fire stick. It's a euphorbia.
That is a red,
Yeah, it'll get more red. So the cold is usually what brings the red out. We had a warm winter, so that's probably why there's no red on it. The one in the front's a little bit more red. And they don't always flower. It's cool to see them when they flower. A little bit right here, a little bit of orange right here. You can kind of see. It's not poisonous. Okay, people go, I remember the nursery, when I worked in the nursery, that's poisonous. I don't want to put that in my yard. And I go, it's not poison, it's latex. So if you have a latex allergen, then sure, you'll be affected. But yes, you don't want to put it in your eyes. You don't want to get it in your eyes, and you don't want to ingest it, right? But no, it's not. It's just latex. So, but yeah, the pink one.
Yeah. Texas sage is what I call it. And the real name is? I'm not really
Leucophyllum.
Leucophyllum.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful.
And, you know, now I'm kind of wondering, there might be, well, whatever. So yeah, man, I mean, this, you know, this is a windbreak. This is privacy. This is also, we're putting stuff in for, you saw the bees over there. We've seen the hummingbirds. You know, we're creating biodiversity. We want things to be over here and enjoying life, and, you know, helping us grow more food and beauty.
I have not seen anything infested with aphids or any kind of bugs, or, you know, it's just, yeah, it's amazing when you balance it out.
Yeah.
It's like you get the predatory. From my understanding, I think 90% of the insects are beneficial, and people are out there killing them, like all of them, willy-nilly.
Yeah. So what my clients, because I do organic pest, you know, cleaning, right? But my first step is usually always, let's hit it with the high pressure nozzle with the pressure washer, and see if that takes care of it. And then if we got to use something, you know, it's usually Castillo soap and a mixture of neem oil, so we're not killing beneficials. Because yeah, and then people just spray all, like, oh man, just put the chemicals, and you're just like, it blows my mind. I don't get it. I think it's evil. I think it's part of the agenda, and people are so brainwashed. You know, it comes from. It's crazy when you really dig into gardening and all that type of stuff. It comes like our great grandfathers. They all grew their own food, right? Most people, your age, my age, it started to come back to grow food, but for a long period of time, it was like, go to college and get that house, and then hire a gardener, and you get all your food from the store, and growing food is weird and hard, and right. But now the tide is starting to change. But our forefathers did that. But then the victory garden, that's where all the crazy synthetic fertilizers, all the pesticides, all the herbicides, the fungicides, and mycides came from. Because no, they had, when they sent out the victory garden stuff, I've seen the video, we watch it, you can see the synthetic fertilizer, right? Now I get it. It was wartime. You know, it was a fight, right? World War II was crazy, but then they had to sustain themselves. They had to grow food, but that's where it all came in from. Go watch the old Victory Garden video, and you see it. It got delivered to your house with all that stuff. It shows the kids spraying the pesticides, and the government giving you instructions on how to use it.
Propaganda or something.
You know,
possibly,
I'm a red-blooded American as can be, but you know, there's a lot of things I don't like that we've done as well too. you know, so, and that's one of them.
Yeah.
And it's crazy that you can see that. But then when the guys came home and they started farming, they were like, oh, well, we can use all this stuff, right? And they did. And that's what our industrial food complex has turned into.
Yeah, I saw a thing where farmers used to poison mushrooms. I mean, they have no clue that that is the most important thing to make a plant healthy and give it everything it needs to be healthy. And
it's funny you say that. I literally, like 2 days ago, there's a mushroom farm out here, and they were throwing out their compost, and I ran over there and I grabbed a bunch of it and I put it in the back of the vehicle and I took off to my house and I put it in my compost piles.
Wow.
So exactly, it's, you know, a lot of things that we've been told on what's bad or good for us, it's a lie.
Yeah.
You know, like you said, propaganda. Okay, I'll say that. So, but hop seed.
Whether intentional or unintentional, it ends up being that way. You know?
With our food being illegal in most countries, I have to tend to say I think it's intentional. There's an agenda, right? If they can keep us unhealthy, if they can keep us not being able to have critical thinking skills, communication skills, you know, then they can control us. They control the food, you control the people, you control their education, you control the mind, right? There's no independent thought or thinking or even being able to reason. There's some people that you can't have a conversation with on either side of the aisle because they're going to get so fired up and you're just like, okay, I'm done talking to you. So Dohanea viscosa, this is another great plant. I love it. This used to be one of the only hedge plants allowed in Old Palm Springs before ficus took over. I hate ficus. Even though there's a giant ficus nitida over there. That came with the house when we bought it. But the Maori people used to make their weapons and their tools out of this plant. It's awesome. Well, they probably still do. I don't want to say used to.
Yeah, really rigid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Spears.
Yeah, there you go. Some clubs, man. Do a haka and hit you in the head with one of those. But yeah, man, like if you were to walk past this, what would you think? You just think like, oh, they just like their plants.
Yeah.
You wouldn't really be able to tell there's any food in here, and I did that intentionally.
Yeah, that's smart.
So.
I like your buddy and commercial property with just fruit on the sidewalk. Like me,
yeah. It's, you know, and I get it. Like, you know, me, I come from a different background, so I'm always thinking security, right? Yeah. And so, and I know the element of people out there that I would say most people are good people, right? But this has always stuck with me when I learned this. We hear about home invasions in this day and age, right? And it's a horrible thing. During the Great Depression in the 30s, there were home invasions.
For food, right?
For food in the 30s. Think of the decorum of people from then to now, right? Even from when I was a kid, people were just way different, right? Yeah. What do you think people would do to you today for food if they haven't eaten in 3 days? Yeah. It's one of those things, you know, you're just like, I'm going to grow food, and, you know, it's, but I had that forethought, like, okay, I got to protect myself.
Yeah.
So, but as we said, grow for yourself, grow for your friends and family, grow for the pest, grow for the thief. You grow enough food, everybody eats.
Yeah.
So
that's an old Indian saying, I believe. That's what I heard it was.
There you go.
And I've tried to do that.
Yeah. I mean, and realistically, if everybody had food growing in their yards, nobody would be hungry.
Yeah.
Like, that's true. Even if you don't, you don't have, you live in an apartment, you live in a condo, right? Like, you grow whatever you can do inside, do some microgreens, and then you know somebody who has a home. Yeah. Tell them you go plant some trees at your house. Let's go do some row cropping at your house. Let's I'll go take care of it, and we'll use your land. Like, do whatever you got to do. But if everybody did that, dude, we wouldn't need the industrial food complex
You could live on the 20th story in an apartment. On your balcony, you could grow a Java de Cava tree and have these beautiful grapes.
Yes, sir.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And it grows so slow, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. It's, but we've been brainwashed.
Yeah, so here's this environment, left alone. This is what we're looking at,
Yeah.
This is the reality of the environment we're in. I mean, look at those mountains. They're just dry and desolate, but beautiful.
Yeah.
And then right here we got this incredible food.
Like a tree by the river, Standing straight and strong, bringing fruit in season, singing a grateful song. My leaf don't wither, my roots run deep and true. Oh Lord, you bless me, blessing man blues.
So you got the raised beds going on.
Yeah. So how I actually started was doing raised beds, and I still do them. I get calls for them, and then basically like I'll go and I'll set it all up, and then I'll go weekly and maintain it. Sometimes it goes better than others. It's also too how much the homeowner is going to want to put in, and it's location, right? I've had some where I'm always like, I'll make it work, and sometimes it doesn't work. But so these I have done minimal to them in the last few months. I planted them out, obviously. You can see some arugula that's bolting. I always love to put flowers that can be edible in my beds as well too. So you got salvia, you got snapdragons, more of the tindori. You got some of that same stuff in here. You can see some stuff is died. And then there is some chiles. Oh, there you go. Looks like a big poblano. Right there.
Oh yeah.
And then I actually used to shade these every year, and to extend my growing season. Since the house went into escrow yesterday, I'm not doing much of anything. But the new homeowners, they can do whatever they want, and hopefully they have some fun in here.
Yeah.
So, but you can see like this is wilty. It needs some extra water. I mean, they're getting water from this, but I've had to supplement it as well too. So, but I haven't really been, taking care of it. I've just been letting it do its thing. So, here's another African moringa. I cut this back.
Don't let me forget to get a cutting of that.
For sure.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it does super well, man. Awesome. Yeah, love it. I love this tree. And then, so I built all these, filled them up, and they are like hugelkultur. There's stumps and stuff. This was another hedgerow of ficus.
So did you find the hugelkultur to work really well? Or?
Yeah, I mean the only thing I don't like about hugelkultur is then you'll have it lower, so then you got to put more soil in eventually. But I think it works great. It holds more moisture. I had like my first beds like up there. I actually had these like horseshoe beds up there, and did amazing. We grew so much good food during COVID, and so But yeah, you can see stuff is.
You take even better care of it. This is really cool. Like it has an arch coming up inside of it. It's got a trellis in the back. It has a trellis that goes over the top. It's just really neat looking. You've got like a decorative looking planter bed there.
A lot of my clients,
you would put next to your pool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
A lot of my clients, they're high end. They don't. It has to be functional, but it also has to look nice. Yeah. And if it doesn't look nice, they don't want it. Yeah. So so this was, and these are kind of. I did all these at once, and then I put these in later, and so you can kind of see how I've played with it and redoing them, and I really felt like this iteration of it, this last one right here, is really where it's at.
Yeah, that's really cool. It's got like everything going on.
Yeah, plenty of room. You can put the shade cloth on the top. You can let stuff grow. Growing vertically just expands your growing area substantially.
People stealing this one, right? Yeah. No, that's pretty cool.
All good.
Very good.
I'm not a gatekeeper.
Yeah, very cool.
The beautiful snapdragons.
Oh yeah, those things are awesome.
Mm-hmm. We actually had some up on that top area for like 4 years. So snapdragons here are considered annuals, right? Like in what we call season, when all the snowbirds come back into town, they plant those. But then during the summer they die because it gets too hot. But like I said, we had them up there on that top ridge for about 4 years, the exact same when they kept reseeding and coming back, and it was pretty fun. Yeah. So, you know, the microclimate.
Yeah, awesome. Boy, look at the size of that tree. That was your starting point.
Ficus nitida. I hate that tree. Like, it gives great shade, but see, everybody out here wants to plant ficus. I always warn people, do not plant ficus near your home. I'll tell you why. We call them advantageous growers, right? So if there's water somewhere in the vicinity, they will find it. I've had the roots started to try to go. I had to open that whole thing up, cut the roots more than once. So it stopped them from going to the house. If you look up old growth ficus forest, you'll actually see them. It pulls up out of the ground and you can walk underneath them.
Wow, it looks like it's almost kind of doing that.
It tried. I stopped it. But yeah, exactly. So, and then, you know, I used to prune this thing like 2 times a year, like super gnarly. I've had no time this year to do it.
You probably didn't cut it down because you like the shade, though.
It gives great shade. You know, that's the caveat, right? So my advice to people is, like, there's certain trees you do not want to plant near your house. This is one of them. I didn't plant it. It was here when we bought the place. So, but yeah, that would have been fun. So
it'd be fun for everything except for the camera. The phone. That would be a bummer. Wow.
Like a tree by the river, standing straight and strong, bringing fruit in season, singing a grateful song. My leaf don't wither, my roots run deep and true. Oh Lord, you bless me, blessing man blues.